17th of February, second part of the US session. If you remember, we were discussing this morning, the US is on bank holiday, but the crypto market doesn't have a bank holiday. We are working here 24/7, and that's what we are going to do. We are going to make short update in relation to the crypto market, as there are very few and very, very interesting things are going on right here, right now. So without a further delay, let's start with the Bitcoin chart. All right, if you remember previously we were talking about the rising trend line on the Bitcoin. I made few adjustments, few changes. So as you can see, I do have like the double, right? And looks like we are testing the trend line on the Bitcoin right here, right now. But also, if you remember from the bulls perspective, we are discussing that we do have some very nice possible demand a little bit lower down towards 9,500. Now, taking into the consideration the whole zone here, right? Looks like over the course of the day today, we were testing these levels, and as you can see, we have a little bit of the rally of that line, right, of the trend line. Now, the thing I'm looking at, the thing I'm going to be monitoring is where we are going to the daily close today, right? Because if we are going to get the daily close above the previous day low, right, that might create like this, that might create swing opportunity to create swing low, and we might see a little bit of the rally tomorrow. Then what is important, if that's going to happen, important thing is what's going to happen here around 10,200. Why? Because that's the latest demand. All right, from here we went higher here, right? And the 10,200, that's those two lower shadows which has been broken 2 days ago, right? So it might be a little bit of the consolidation between, let's say, 9,500, 10,200, right? Some $700 range, or, right? Or we are going to get back below the trend line, then retest the trend line and see lower levels like 9,000 or even 8,500, right? That's the bearish scenario. The bullish scenario here is that if we are going to create this swing low, either today or today, tomorrow, or next day, we have to close above 10,200. That might create the opportunity that finally, the 10,500 we were discussing last time, right? The blue weekly line is going to be broken, and would be great, would be awesome, amazing from the bulls perspective to see the daily and weekly close above that level, right, above those upper shadows. If you remember, that's what we discussed previously. So for now, trying to summarize the Bitcoin, I see the possibility of some kind of the range between, let's say, 9,500, 10,200, right? Maybe a little bit wider towards 10K 300, 10K 500, all right? Either the daily close below 9,000, let's say 500, might open 9,000, 8,800, and the daily close below 10,200 may open much higher levels. 10,200, 10,500 close above might open much higher levels. So that's how I see the things when it comes to the Bitcoin, right? Also, Ether looks great. Of course, we've seen lately the pullback. That's the case almost everywhere. And if you remember, we were discussing the pullback towards 230. that might be the buying opportunity? Well, yesterday almost, but quite not yet there. We've been below 240, but we didn't quite hit 230, right? So I think what we might see some kind of the one-to-one. So what we are going to have right here, right now, all right? Let me explain you briefly. Because we've seen the rally today, right? And trying to compare that chart to the Bitcoin chart, we haven't made lower low, right? So what I'm looking for here, when it comes to that bounce, it might be the same size we've seen the latest rally, right? And from here, take the first leg of the correction, one more, so one-to-one, and that could provide and bring us towards 230, 225, and that might create some kind of the buying opportunity when it comes to the Ether, right? I still do believe that the levels bit higher towards 400 as a next target, all right? These lows we've seen here, all right? So still think that this high is a liquidity pool, and this whole one-to-one is going to bring us towards 400. So I'm looking for a buying opportunity on dip. One of the dip I see is somewhere around 230, 225. If we are going to get the daily close below, I'm going to reevaluate the whole strategy. But still, probably for now, looks like buying dips might be the name of the game. Especially if you remember, we were discussing Ether versus Bitcoin as well, right? We've seen huge rally lately, but I do expect something similar, right? What I mean by that, something similar to what we discussed on Ether versus US dollar, all right? So we have this 0.22, 0.25, the levels we were discussing when we were below, right? So we crossed these levels. That's the old range. So I do expect that at some point, right, we might retest levels in between 0.022, 0.020, right? So at some point in the future, like this one-to-one, not exactly it's gonna bring us towards this way, but this type of the pullback, that's what I'm looking for, at least for now, okay? And that should bring and open the way to retest the most recent high we have here, okay? And that could open the way then even higher towards 0.037, 0.038, right? The things we discussed some time ago. So looks like the bulls on Ether are trying to take over. I'm not well, to be honest with you, I'm not surprised. Taking into the consideration the whole bulls when it comes to the DeFi projects, trying to check how much of the ETH is already locked in all those DeFi's. We crossed the $1 billion. So well, that's I'm not quite surprised, and that provides that overall support for the whole crypto market right here, right now. So overall bullish, but do expect short term some kind of the deeper, a little bit deeper pullback, which might be used as a buying opportunity. Of course, if the things are going to change on the market, I'm going to prepare next update, so no worries. Don't try to chase the market, wait for the opportunity. and yeah, everything should be fine. Guys, it was my pleasure to be with you again with this crypto update. Going to get back soon with more FX and other financial instruments updates, so stay tuned, subscribe to the channel, and see you around, guys. Take care and goodbye.